found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages.
Hello people, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, karibu sana, and if you're a returning subscriber, by now you know you are always my best friend. And guys, in today's video we are going to be baking bread, so stay tuned, watch the video till the end. Our first ingredient is going to be yeast. This is a tablespoon of yeast. You're going to mix this with half glass of warm water and then keep that aside for 5 minutes.
I've saved that I never send, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind.
It's now over 5 minutes. We're going to take our yeast and put it in a bowl and then follow that with a tablespoon of honey. Mix that very well to a consistency.
When we kissed for the first time in the back of your car, we passed.
Then add a teaspoon of salt. This is cooking oil. We are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. And guys, I'm going to put all the ingredients in my description box, so ensure to check on that. In the mixture that I already made, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of wheat flour and then start kneading the flour to a consistency of a sticky dough. You can mix this flour with the other mixture using a spatula, or also you can use your bare hands. Also, when kneading the dough, you need some extra wheat flour. Like me, have some extra in the cup beside where I'm working on. And guys, you can also use your countertops to knead the dough, because this dough you need to knead it for a longer time so that you can ensure that everything is mixed up and there is no air left inside the dough. By kneading for a long time means it takes like 5 to 6 minutes when kneading the dough to allow air come out. Once the dough is consistent, ensure that it's not very hard but soft. Like you can see, mine is very soft. I will again take my bowl, then apply some cooking oil. You can also apply some butter, but for me, I'm going to be applying cooking oil. So you just apply all over the bowl and then place the dough inside the bowl and then leave it for a while until the dough rises twice its size. You can see how small it is. So we are going to place it in the bowl and then give it some time to allow it rise and fill up the bowl, or becomes twice the size of the dough that you prepared. For me, I'm going to be covering it with cling foil because I'm going to be leaving it for a long time, because I have a nail appointment that I have to attend. So I had to start this process so that once I'm done with the nails, I'll just keep on and continue with the process of baking the bread. I'm ready to step out of the house. Today I have an appointment at 4 p.m. for my nails. Guys, this is the situation here. Not that the nails are any bad, but I have to do the changes on my nails. You know, change is inevitable. Right now it's 3:05, guys. I hope I'm going to make it on time for the nail appointment. And guys, I know I've left you hanging on the bread recipe, but guys, see you later when we continue with the bread recipe with the new nails. So guys, see you later.
Found yourself a way out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time in the back of your car.
I'm back home and still obsessed with my new nails, but guys, let's get back to the main agenda in the video. So guys, I'm back and you can see how bulgy my cling film is, and the dough is twice the size that we had put earlier. As you can see, you remember how small it was, but this is what we have at now. But I left it for a long while, that's why it's a bit sticky. For this, you are supposed to just press it down so that you can be able to remove the excess air, but it became so sticky because I left it for a long time. So when preparing yours, do not leave it for a very long time. otherwise you'll have to knead all again. But guys, let's continue kneading and adding some wheat flour and see how the results will come out.
We passed out, counting stars. Promised all these years we've had.
I'm also going to be using my counter surface so that to be able to remove extra air in between the dough. And also because I left it for a very long time, I'm also going to knead it for a longer time, like maybe 4 to 5 minutes, to remove the excessive air from the dough.
Things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time.
The dough is okay and it feels fine and it's soft. Ensure that the dough doesn't get any harder. Ensure it's soft. So after I get that consistency, I'm going to use my roller on my dough to try to get a rectangular shape. Here I am using my hands so that I can try and get that rectangular shape, because it was hard for me to use the roller for that shape. So after I get the rectangular shape, I'm going to fold the dough airtightly together, as you can see, and then pinch the side and where the dough meets at the center, like so. You really have to ensure that the two parts, where the two parts comes together, you have pinched it correctly. I will then take my baking tray and then measure to see if the dough is going to fit inside, and then I'm going to put some cooking oil, then rub it on the tray, so just to prevent the dough from sticking on the baking tray. And then after that, I'm just going to take my dough and place it in the baking tray. The dough is now in the baking tray. I'm going to just leave it for a while so that it can be able to raise. And here I'm taking some moturas. How do you call motura in English? Just comment below in the comment section and let me know. You can either leave the dough covered or uncovered. For me, I first covered it, but I later uncover it and then leave it for some few minutes so that it can rise and be twice the size of the dough that you've made. So we are raising it now for the second time. And guys, look at this. The dough has risen. It is double the size what we placed in the baking tray. You can see this. This is how it looks after it rises. So the secret here is just allowing it time to rise, so the first time and the second time. So this is what you are going to put in the oven. I forgot to remove the plastic thing, so it burnt. So here we are putting it for 15 minutes. I'm setting my timer and my oven for 180 degrees Celsius, and then heat from both sides, bottom and up. And guys, our bread is ready. Look at that. This is a real bread. So you can apply butter on the crust side so that you can have a softer crust. As for me, I'm doing it. I'm just applying butter, but this is the butter, not the cooking oil. Ensure that you apply butter. You can either use butter or the margarine. You can also choose to apply the butter on the sides of the bread and also the crust. This helps to make the bread softer as it cools down. And our buffalo bread is ready. So we are going to give it like 30 minutes to 1 hour so that it can cool down, and then we can slice it down into slices. Look at that, guys. Yummy! Yummy! Actually, this bread is super yummy. It looks yummy. And guys, that's the recipe for the bread. It's such an easy recipe. You can see even the center, even the center parts of the bread. It's well cooked. And guys, please try this recipe and let me know how yours will come out. You can place this bread in a polythene paper and it can last at least 3 days, or else you can freeze it for a month. Thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of the video, and until the next video, bye bye and take care of yourselves. Mwah.